Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. First and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete to open things up.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll run here with Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback,
right?
had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Ryan on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 2nd and 10 here. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Slot man moves right. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake. Bortles. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Lambeau will put this one through. First, and we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In motion right is Robinson. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Grady Jarrett able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On second down, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw is Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On second down, Ryan. here's one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Ryan. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Back to throw, Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. In motion now is Lee. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for it with Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll look to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Back to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
To throw is Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Let's go. On. Get up. No.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Ryan. Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And some space here. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker.
And he's into the